talking to Micky Collins after the 1-0 home defeat by Hastings on Saturday. Tight game, Micky. Disappointing to come out the wrong side.
Yeah, it was a tight game, and they're a good side. You know, give them some credit. They have a way of playing, and we thought we dealt with it. Thought we matched them, and it was going to be either a magic strike or a mistake. And unfortunately for us, it was both. We made the mistake, and the guys hit an absolute banger from 35 yards. But you know what? Take the positives out of it. I thought we played well. Lack of cutting edge again, certain times, but some disappointing not to get anything. Did they deserve to win? I don't think so. Did we? No. So I think a draw would have been a fair result. And but two good sides, two different styles, both contrasted, and made a good game, good spectacle in terrible conditions.
Yeah, the weather, that was a big factor, surely.
Yeah, I think so. I think the wind, first half, and then we're trying to get used to it, and then second half we're into it, and swirling around. But there was some good football played, and we've got in behind them quite a few times, and just not got the final ball, or not got someone on the end of it, and their keeper's made a fantastic save at 1-0 down from new signing Zach, and that goes in, and we get the draw. I don't think anyone will go on and win it from there.
You mentioned Zach Guerrero. He came on and really gave you a lift. Opened them up a couple of times and was unfortunate not to score.
Oh, he's a good player. He's a full-time footballer, and we're lucky to have him here at the moment. And what I like about him is a calm head. And you know what? When it's windy like that, and you trying to bang the ball too far up in the air, all of a sudden he comes in, gets on the ball, and wants to play. And it gave us a different dimension straight away, and it was refreshing to see. Got to get him some game time and get him fit, and I'm sure he'll come good for us. But it's disappointing. Sometimes you walk away from a game and you deserve to get nothing out of it. And last week we can blame certain issues, but today we had no one else but to blame ourselves. And Parky a bit disappointed, and he's apologised to the boys. He's made the mistake, and then fair play, the guys absolutely smashed it. So one of those. And from 0-0 at half time and quite comfortable, and then you come away with nothing, which is it's a bit sad.
Talk about Zach. How have you come by his services?
It's quite a weird one, really, because he was in with Dover pre-season and never managed to get a contract, and then he went off the radar. And Louis had spoke about him and at home and said, look, he's a really, really good player, this kid, and he never got anything. And that was it. Didn't hear any more. And then Simon Kidby had been in touch with the guy, and then he said to me, look, he hasn't got anything elsewhere. Would we be interested? Could I open the door with Dover and get him full-time training free of charge? And could we bring him in here and get him game time to play? For however long that may be. He'll go back into the pro game at one level because he's just quality. But he embraced it, and came training the other night, looked really good in training. I knew he wasn't 100% match fit, so that's why I didn't start him today. But you can see the quality of the kid, and the players can see it, they're not stupid. And it does everyone a favour. And not only that, Dover get a chance to look at him a bit longer, which is good for them. And you know what, he's back in the public domain now because he's playing and being talked about, and that's what we wanted for him. And if we can help him do that, then so be it.
I did a little bit of research on him on Friday night. He takes up a fair bit of time and pictures on YouTube. There's plenty of him.
He's a good player. He's class. When you watch the clips of him, and Louis had already said it to me, like he gets on the ball and his pass range is amazing, and you can see it today. He really wants to make our team tick, and he's quality. You don't become a Tunisian full international and play against the likes of Croatia and people like that unless you can play football. And he's had a good pro career, whether it's been in Tunisia or in Sweden. You can see the talent and you can see the quality, and for him to come here and pick us as a club shows you the mark of us. So he's a lovely kid as well, which is really nice. And yes, it's good to see, and a couple of fresh faces today, which was nice as well. Some of them from old. And you know what? It's we move on. That's it. We've got a big game Tuesday, and we need to go there and readdress it and see if we can get 3 more points.
Yeah, the other new face was a familiar one, Frankie Sawyer. How did you work that out with him to bring him back?
It happened on Friday, really. Frank had texted me on the Thursday, and he said he wasn't happy where he was. They're playing him out of position. And he said, can he come back? And to be fair, financially, we're not in a situation to match what Glebe were doing, so we couldn't do anything about it. We were talking to another striker at the time, which fell through. And then I went back to Frank and I said, look, I can't get near what they're doing. And fair play to the kid. He said, I want to come home. I want to come back and play for us. And I'll take the cut, which is a massive cut, 50% cut. So fair play to him. He wants to do that to come back and play for our football club. Again, right reasons, and that's why when people leave, unless it's naughty, don't burn your bridges. And he's a great kid, Frank, and he's always played a lot for me. So for him to swallow that and come and play back, and I thought he looked sharp when he came on, gave us another dimension again, in off the shoulder, and he'll love it again. He's back with his mates, and that's it. And thankfully, at last, you know, he's one of them players that's looked and gone, you know what, it's not about the reward sometimes, it's about enjoying your football. And he's come, and fair play, thanks to Glebe, because they made that happen quickly, which was really good of them. So appreciate their efforts to make that happen.
And are you looking at bringing anybody else in the future?
We signed another one today. We signed a young lad, Hayden Skerry, from Three Bridges. He was the agent approached me and, you know, said, look, I know you spoke highly of him when you beat Three Bridges down here, and he's looking to move on. Could we make it happen? So we did it. And he signed today, and he's come in, done a warm-up with the boys, which is nice. Lovely kid, and again, gives us another dimension, very quick. I thought when we played against him here, I thought he was a real pain in the side for us in the first 45-50 minutes, and then they took him off for some reason, which done us a favour. But another good one, another positive signing, and just strengthens the squad, gives us different dimension all the time, where I think we were a bit too one-dimensional, and if one person was injured, that's it. Now we've got cover everywhere. Tough job now, because we've got a 20-man squad and I have to leave 4 out. So